What the most unique or unconventional job you've ever had? I worked as a portrait artist at a bar. They paid me high hourly wage and I got tips too. I was once tasked with pretending to be a suicide bomber, though I didn't get paid for it, so not sure it qualifies as a job. What I do now, private assistant. I had sex with women, mostly grannies, for pay. Give us more deets. In most cases, I penetrated their vaginas with my penis. I was the guy who drove around the old tire shops and picked up the used tires and took them to the used tire graveyard. Probably my current job, which is a mix of illustration, comic books, and art. I draw everything from children's books based around biblical stories to weird science fiction to surreal erotica. I used to have a part-time job where I escorted a group of special needs kids on their way to school and to a care facility in the afternoon. The job was to ride with them in a small bus, help them to get in, strap them to their seats, and make sure that they enjoyed their bus ride. Then the bus dropped me off at home. It happens that he needed to drive past my house anyway. When the school day was nearing the end, the bus driver picked me up again and we took them to their care facility. The pay was very bad, but it was a very nice and rewarding job. The kids were very fun to work with. The reason I don't have this job anymore is that my contract ran out when the kids graduated. I got offered another contract where I would work with another group of kids, but it had a different schedule that was impossible to combine with my main job. I'm a professional astronomer working at a research lab. Okay, not unique, but certainly unconventional. Oh, and also I'm in a professional opera course. Worked in an adult toy shop. Japanese sword researcher for a museum. I would research where, when, and by whom or which school made swords dating back hundreds of years. Many beautiful ones and unusual ones. Security at the museum was lax for the stuff, so I'm sure I could have walked out with some, and it probably would have been years before it was discovered. A veterinarian once asked me to pinch the bleeding arteries while she performed a C-section on a cow. Third-party Disney tour guide. Job was basically planning the day for some rich family and doing everything for them. Also was shady at times trying to get them on rides without a fast pass. Paid great, but my god, it was fucking stressful. Cleaning up trauma incidents, usually suicides. Surprisingly detail-oriented work and deeply rewarding. I wasn't saving lives or anything, but I was encountering people on possibly the worst day of their entire lives and doing at least one small thing to help restore a sense of normalcy. Worked in morgue. I used to do cleaning for a hair studio school, sweep up the hair, wash the mannequins, clean up spills, clean out hair dye cups, etc. Not me, but my friend was a lecturer at the London School of Economics, a worldwide expert in economics, the lead singer of a punk band, and worked for a branch of the government, intelligence, and national security investigating cults. I did Renaissance festivals for a while, now I grew weed. Like legit or like my mate Davy cakes? Legit for a commercial grow up. It's pretty cool. Cremationist. Counselor at a space camp. 16-year-old. Before automation was used, my job was to put a coupon in a box of tampons. Sounds easy, but the pace was crazy and it paid extremely well. Chair crew at a concert venue. We'd come in after the show and either set up or take out all the chairs on the main floor of the venue. Nothing else. Got paid in cash and I had a couple beers every shift. Worked in a vineyard tying champagne grapes on wire so each bunch would receive the most sun possible. Underage bar for the Virginia Alcoholic Beverage Control Law Enforcement Division. When I was 16, 1996, they paid me to buy beer and then an ABC agent would charge the clerk at the store. And we wouldn't trick anyone either. If they asked me how old I was, I said 16. If they asked for ID, I gave them my real ID. demolish an old funeral home piece by piece because the guy paying me wanted the old wood floors to build a deck around two sides of his house. Number 2 job. Building a deck around two sides of a house with wood from an old funeral home. I wouldn't call it a job, but when I was broke in college, I got paid to participate in a study where they hooked me up on a fourth, put a gas mask on me, and then slid me into an MRI machine to read my brain signals while showing me graphic images while they pumped some sedative placebo into me from either the veins or gas. I can see definitely it was not a placebo that I got during this study. It was a strange experience, but I got like $200 for food, so worth. Worked for a company that made springs out of a glass for NASA. In college, I wrapped Christmas gifts for the holiday season for high-end department store customers. I loved it. Doesn't make a lot of money though, lol. Yes, I got paid to wrap Christmas gifts and make them look pretty. Professional wrapper. Once I said that people were confused because no way would anyone realistically believe I could ever be a rapper. Counted magazines in the grocery stores and newsstands. I would drive to a store, go inside and count every time-owned magazine and their competition, that is People versus Us. I would write down the totals and turn the paper into a regional time manager. That was in the mid-70s. I made $10 an hour, which was crazy good pay at the time. Converted to today's dollars, that would be roughly $60 an hour. Crazy good pay is an understatement. Before I had even graduated high school, I got my first high-paying audio engineering jobs over the summer. I was on a charge of loading in, setting up, recording, tear down, load out, then proceed to the next show for both the Newport Music Festival Classical and the Newport Jazz Festival. I had just got my license and I had a car and I had like the highest access car pass, so I would just roll up to the back steps of the breakers, meet up with the piano movers, the seat holders, the caterers, the bartenders, everyone who was crew for the show. But all I had to do was set up some very expensive mics, run cable to somewhere we could monitor, quick sound check, then spend the evening getting free drinks at 17 from the bar, making sure that dead machines didn't fuck up. It was my first taste of working in a pro audio for real gig money, abusing the system, drinking and doing drugs on the job, but always getting the entire concert with zero issues. Picked up dead chickens at an egg farm. Not my best moment. When I was like 6 years old, I let a biker at a party pull out a baby tooth that wasn't even loose for a door. So thank you guys for watching this video, and write in comments your experience of having a unique and unconventional job. And also you can watch our other videos that you can see on your screens. Click thumbs up, subscribe on our channel, click the bell. Love you guys. It was I Hate Onions. See you in the next video. Bye.